Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News starts now.
New numbers from Kern County Public Health about the local battle against the coronavirus. We have the latest on patients that are no longer contagious. Good morning and thanks for joining us here at 23 ABC News. On your Saturday morning, I'm Tori Cooper. We have a lot in store for you this morning. Some good news, some glimmers of hope surrounding COVID-19, and some good air quality. We always love starting out with that, Alex, don't we?
Yes, it is going to be beautiful out this Easter weekend. We are going to see some great air quality. But let's take a look at our temperatures right now. Currently, we are at 55 degrees. That is a 5-degree increase than what we saw 24 hours ago. And we will continue to see those warmer temperatures make their way and stay here at least and through until the week. And that's because we have a warming trend on the way, warming things up. You can already see your temperatures across the county continuing to warm up. Bakersfield up 5 degrees, McFarland up 12 degrees, Buttonwillow and Taft up 11 degrees, Pine Mountain Club and Lebec up 9 degrees, and that warming trend will continue as we make our way through the work week. But here's a quick look at your temperatures right now across the county. Bakersfield currently seeing 55 degrees right now, Pine Mountain Club at 40 degrees, 30 degrees in Fraser Park right now, and Tehachapi at 43 degrees, Ridgecrest currently at 41, and Rosamond at 53. But we will continue to see those temperatures warm up as we make our way through the week. But here's a quick look at your Easter weekend. Today, Bakersfield will see a high of 73, but for Easter, we will be at 75. And again, we are going to continue to see that warming trend throughout the rest of the week. And we are actually going to reach 80 degrees. But coming up in a little bit, I'll let you know what day you can expect those 80s.
Topping our news this morning, COVID-19 cases here in Kern County are continuing to increase every day. However, there is good news. Public health officials are also reporting that more than 100 people are no longer infectious. Health officials say the Center for Disease Control and Prevention has guidance for releasing positive COVID-19 patients from home or hospital isolation. Now, officials say so far 113 people approximately who live here in Kern County have met the CDC's criteria. And they say only 38 of Kern's positive cases have needed to be hospitalized during their illness. Definitely some good news. Now let's take a look at the latest numbers of COVID-19 cases here in Kern County. Now 363 residents and 8 non-residents have tested positive for COVID-19. 6,300 tests have been administered and nearly 2,500 tests are pending. However, public officials in the health sector are reporting that 87 more test results came back negative on Friday, and there are now more than 3,400 negative tests. Local health officials also held a briefing on Friday, reminding everyone the status of parks for this Easter Sunday.
Just want to remind everyone that the facilities and amenities, including restrooms, within all parks in Kern County and the city of Bakersfield will be closed this Easter weekend.
Now, public health is also reminding the community that you should stay 6 feet away from anyone who does not live in your household, including neighbors, and you should avoid visiting relatives. We're expecting public health to release new numbers regarding COVID-19 this morning around 10 a.m. So keep an eye on our website, trended23.com, as well as our Facebook page and your push alerts. But earlier this week, Sheriff Donnie Youngblood confirmed that nearly a dozen KCSO personnel tested positive for COVID-19. He gave an update on their status on Friday.
We have 11 officers who have tested positive for the coronavirus. 10 of them are self-quarantined. One has gone through the 14 days and symptoms are gone, and that person is back to work. We also have 5 inmates that have tested positive in the facilities, but that number is much smaller than I anticipated it might be. So I think we're looking good. I think we're seeing light at the end of the tunnel.
Now, Sheriff Youngblood also thanked all of the first responders for going toward danger and continuing to help during the outbreak. He reassured the community that we will win this fight, and he asked all of the community members to just hang in there. The sheriff also added that earlier this week, he was part of 2 conference calls with President Donald Trump.
The first call, he addressed first responders, and he asked us to thank each and every one of our officers that are out there doing what they're doing and doing an enormous amount of work under an enormous amount of pressure. So, Mr. President, thank you for that, and my officers, thank you for that acknowledgement.
Sheriff Youngblood said in the second call he spoke with the president, Vice President Mike Pence, and First Lady Melania Trump to talk about the mental health concerns during this time. And you can catch the entire video on our website, turnto23.com. And new from overnight, the Bakersfield Police Department is investigating a shooting that left one man dead. Now, officials say they responded to Union Avenue just before 11 last night in response to a single shot heard in the area. When they arrived on scene, they found a man suffering from a gunshot wound. The man died at the scene during the course of the shooting. There's no suspect information at this time, and this is an ongoing investigation. And if you do have information, make sure you do contact BPD at 327-7111. In other news, the California Living Museum, also known as the CALM, has been closed since around mid-March due to the coronavirus pandemic and will remain that way for the foreseeable future. Now, 23 ABC's Austin Westfall caught up with the zoo's manager to see how staff and their animals are doing.
The protocols have all changed. The protocol of wiping down, the protocol of galoshes, the protocol of everything to keep those cats safe.
Lana Fain, the manager at Calm, ensuring steps are being taken to keep their bobcats and mountain lions safe after a tiger at the Bronx Zoo in New York tested positive for COVID-19, apparently getting it from its asymptomatic keeper. Many other cats at the Bronx Zoo showing symptoms too. Calm has 4 bobcats and 3 mountain lions.
They have one main keeper, and she works 5 days a week. And the other keeper that is the cover that works the other 2 days a week that does that area. So those are the only 2 people that are allowed back there.
Keepers are pretty much the only people still working regularly at the zoo's campus, keeping the animals happy and healthy while business is closed.
So they've adapted this silent flight so that they can be able to catch the birds or catch their prey down on the ground.
There's no return date in sight, so the keepers have begun posting Facebook videos to keep people up to date on their critters.
We've even had requests for people's favorite animals to be featured in a video, which we will follow up on.
Some animals across the world are enjoying the break from zoo crowds. 2 pandas in Hong Kong mating for the first time in 10 years after their zoo shut down, but Fain saying her animals seem sad not to have more people around.
You know, it's that interaction that they do enjoy, and it is missed out here. It is so odd not to hear kids out here. It is so odd just for it to be us.
In Bakersfield, Austin Westfall, 23 ABC, connecting you.
And amid the coronavirus pandemic, we all love some good news, and we have some for you this morning. For first responders, 2 local business owners are stepping up this weekend to recognize our first responders. The owners of First Amendment Tattoo and the Well on White Lane are planning a lunch event for first responders today. Check this out. The bar and tattoo parlor have purchased 1,000 hamburgers for a luncheon they're calling Feed the First. They will be giving them out to first responders for free in the parking lot right outside of the Well at noon today, located at 7401 White Lane. And several community members also showed their support for those on the front lines during a parade of hope held last night. The parade began at Vallarta Supermarket on Panama Lane. People in their cars spent time praying for the grocery store workers inside. The event ended with the people participating in a parade in their vehicles through the neighborhood, holding and showing signs with messages of hope and support. Love seeing that. Parade in cars. Apparently that's the best way to do a parade now. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how many more parades we can get that are fueling the support in the community. Now we have a traffic alert to tell you about, though, in case you are planning any parades next week. Drainage work will require traffic control on Real Road between Stockdale Highway and Alicia Drive starting this Monday, April 13th, and it will carry through Friday, April 17th. Flagging personnel will need to stop traffic for up to 5 minutes between the hours of 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. each day. Drivers are encouraged to use alternate routes or allow extra time to reach their destinations if they must travel through this area while work is underway. Now, please be mindful of the workers in the area and slow for the cone zone.